Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share my setup for scrapbooking in December. I'm not doing a December daily, and I'm not doing any little special book to commemorate the month. I will do some pages in my December memories book, but other than that, yeah, I just plan on scrapbooking Christmas pictures. Now, I did show you my stash. I showed you what I'm going to be using this year. I've also added in a couple of things that I recently purchased, like my Felicity Jane kit, and some new purchases that I made. Those will be included. So let me show you. I have a stack of sketches to work with for the month. I have a stack of photos left over from several years ago that I want to finish those up. And then as I pull out, you get the look of my whole space. Okay, I have my Totally Tiffany storage container here. It's the one that has the movable little pieces. I've pulled some pieces out, and then up here on top of my stamps, these are just holders for the dies that normally live on my desk and photos that I recently wanted to scrapbook. I just need to put those back in the album. These are the alphabets that I have pulled from my stash. I did not show you guys those, but I think I pulled all silver, and then the Felicity Jane came with a black set. My papers and embellishments, all the different collections that I've pulled here, along with the red and black papers from Felicity Jane, as well as the December Christmas kit from Felicity Jane. If I can get back here to that. That's all back here, along with those red and black papers. Then I have a 6x6 paper pad, one that I recently picked up at Tuesday Morning from Simple Stories. I have multiple stamps over here, because not only did I pull a few stamps and dies to work with, but I also pulled out some previous stamps to work with. I have some ribbons and that little charm from Felicity Jane. I have Felicity Jane pocket cards and embellishments, as well as other flat embellishments in this little holder, and then the 2 sticker books that I purchased. In with those paper pads are the bumpier, more dimensional elements that I have that I either pulled from my stash or recently purchased, or received with Felicity Jane. So all of those are up there, along with a couple of empty sacks. These are all of my pocket page cards, the little acetate pieces that I pulled, Felicity Jane cards, all those that I just purchased, and the ones that I had previously pulled in. And then I told you all that's the flatter stuff that I have up here. There's more pocket page cards up in here as well. So over around here, these are all bits and pieces that I have stamped over the years, and they were in my leftovers baggies for Christmas supplies. And so I have tons of stuff. I can kind of rifle through that and find things that I may want to use. These are Felicity Jane embellishments from this year, leftover from Christmas. These are the washi tapes that I have pulled, along with the 2 from Felicity Jane, as well as the ones that came with the embellishment packs that I purchased this year at Tuesday Morning. These are a couple of different packs of leftover embellishments here that I want to get used. I have my Felicity Jane numbers. This is a pack of random embellishments left over from multiple packages of different embellishments. In here, more embellishments. These are new that I just purchased this year. These are leftovers, and there's 2 packs of the same collection, that Farmhouse from Simple Stories. So those are in there. And then here is my big tray, and my thought process is, when I'm not using my desk here to do anything, I'll need this space to scrapbook. So this is going to live here. Now this is one of those old trays from Target. I want to say the Itso. I don't think they sell those anymore. It's a divided tray. But you can see I have, well, let me bring it back over to the light. But there's my work surface there where my sketches and photos are. I have plenty of space to work. So up in this little container, I have previously cut out tags, either from old Christmas cards or leftover cardstock, star sequins, more cutouts from old cards and old cardstock. And then here I have a spoolie of ribbon, different ribbons for Christmas. That's all the Felicity Jane trims that came in the bag. Under there I have some flare and some bows. I have, these are Felicity Jane's star sequins from this year. These are leftover sequins, red, gold, and silver, as well as red, gold, and green. These have different shapes as well as some larger ones. Those are more standard. And then here are just leftover little bits and pieces, as well as some metal bits and pieces. And then down there are sequins that say Merry Christmas. In here I have all the wood veneer. I found this piece of, what is that, felted, thick felted reindeer shape. Yeah. So all of my wood veneer is here, and then I have some titles that I had previously cut out and run through my small Xyron. More titles that I have cut out. And then back here are all leftover embellishments from my leftover bags in my Christmas stash. You guys have seen those. They're just big pouches that I had full of stuff. Well, I laid all that stuff out and divided. So I have circles and tags here. I have banner shapes here. I have Christmas ornaments here. I have snowflakes there. Snowflakes here. I have like poinsettia flowers. And little star shapes and etc. there. I have some little border pieces down here. I have pieces that I have pieced together. Like there's a Santa Claus that I made, and there's one with the gold top, the reindeer. There's some stockings, and there's a sled. I didn't make the sled. Those came in an old Stampin' Up! Kit from years ago. I have some Christmas trees, and then I have tons of cutout Christmas trees from years gone by. Then I have stars that I have used my stitched star dies. I don't know if I can get very close with that silver one for you to see the stitching on there. But there's all different sizes in there. I have just little photo corners that I have punched out from scraps. I have random shapes, whether they be banner shapes or stamp shapes or little scalloped shapes like that. These are like a leftover piece of paper. I don't even remember the company, but I couldn't throw it away. You know, it was too pretty, and I had enough to punch that out, so I did. Here, I cut out all these little leafy shapes to make some wreaths. And then here I have a couple of doves and a couple of owls that are like filigree. Is that how you say that? There's two different doves right there. The owls are similar. So here I have some more random cards and bits and pieces that were in those leftover bags. And then these are different circles and shapes, leftover doilies, huge snowflakes, yeah, all kinds of stuff stuck back in there. So that's just my general embellishment bin, and when I am scrapbooking, it will pretty much look just like that. So my embellishment tray, all my little cups of embellishments, my washi tape, more cups of embellishments and stamp things, and then all the other supplies are there. I have tons of stuff, and I want to be able to use what I have. My goal for Christmas is, of course, with this stash kit, is to get through all the paper. There's a lot of paper up here. If I get through all this paper, I will be amazed. Last year I stuck with using my scraps, and really this is the only scrap that I really have that I've pulled to use with this. I have other scraps down in my supply, but that's it for the most part that I want to use this year. Yeah. So, wish me luck on getting through all of this, getting through this stack of photos along with some others. And I will show you as I go through a day-by-day process. I'm hoping to do 30 sketches, 30 days. I have 30 sketches here. Now, whether I get through it or not, I don't know. It may carry over to January. We'll see. Anyway, guys, have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.